Hello there, it is me, yet again, Cedric from Cedric's Trains, reviewing this Broadway Limited FEF-3 Northern Type Steam Locomotive. A couple things I want to point out first with this locomotive is that the tender and chassis, or you could say front engine, or main engine, sorry, is die-cast, same as the stacks, but not the wind wings, which I wish these were die-cast too. Would have been nice, but besides that, the smoke is not good in terms of advertise, which I would say is false advertising, because in Broadway Limited's FEF-3 release video and demonstration video, the smoke is much more dense, and it's basically see-through on my model, and I have it turned up all the way to CV255, which is basically what controls how much smoke comes out and how dense it is. And the sound quality out of the tender speakers sucks a lot. And when I'm running it with the smoke, I know I'm saying so much stuff here that's bad about this locomotive. When I'm running with the smoke, this locomotive cuts out halfway through my layout and just stops running. I have let me mention one more thing here quickly. This locomotive is rated for 16 volts DC. I have 12 volts DC. Although I have another locomotive here, the Broadway Limited Dreyfus Hudson. It is also rated for 16 volts DC, and it has a smoke unit, just no smoking whistle. And this one runs fine, so I'm not sure what the difference is. And it sounds a lot better too, and it's a lot older. I think by 5 years or more. And also, even when you're running it with the smoke off, and I'm running it with my Walters Proto coaches that are lighted, only 4 of them I can run at the same time, because this one cuts out for some reason, even with the smoke off, which I don't get how, considering the smoke unit's off. And I can run my other ones with the smoke unit on, my Dreyfus Hudson, and it will be fine. So I'm not sure what the difference between the two is. Why this one sucks so much more power than the other one does. But alright, I will start this one up and show you guys what I mean with this somewhat useful, hopefully useful review. Alright, so it is F9 to start it up. And sorry, one thing before I start it up, the sounds that come with this locomotive aren't good for how much it is. It's $950. Not sure if I already mentioned that, but it's that much money, which is a lot of money. Even though other locomotives, like my Dreyfus Hudson, I got for only $500. This was $950, and my MTH 412-2 was only $500 as well. And it has a lot better sounds as well. My MTH one takes 2 minutes to start up, while this one takes like 4 seconds, which is very depressing. This one barely has any crew talking noises. Barely any passenger announcements, and when I go above speed step 13, because I use a power cap, NCE power cap controller looks like this. When I use it, and I go above speed step 13, my chuffing becomes unsynchronized, which is a major disappointment, considering that's what makes a steam locomotive, the chuffing. But alright, let's start it now. Not speed step. Function 9 is to start the locomotive. Alright, and it's on now. It's very loud, which isn't bad, but I wish it was kind of a bit quieter from the factory. So, you can see, when we raise my stand, it's going to be pretty loud. Alright, so you can see the smoke. It's not that visible on idle. Here's the whistle. You can barely see it, even in the camera, and yeah, it just shut off now, which just does it by itself for some reason. Oh, yeah, and it fully shut off now, which is always nice. I did not shut it off there, by the way. Okay, that's really weird. It just does that for some reason when it wants to, which is always good. So yeah, I will take this off my stand, and then I will follow it around the layout so you guys can see what I mean. Alright, so let me get up here. Move this way. So you can see the whistle a bit better now. It's not that noticeable, but you can see it a bit better for the camera. So here's what the smoke looks like when it's moving. See, you can barely see it now. Like, at all. It's not visible. So yeah, it's a bit more visible through the camera, but it's barely noticeable. Alright, I will run it now, and you will be able to see what I mean when it cuts out. So, I will put it to speed step 8. It's very loud, which is good, but also not good. It usually cuts out around here. There we go, slowly cuts out. And now I'm moving again. You can see it's struggling to move, which is very weird. Like, it's shaking. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's visibly shaking, and it's stalling out with the smoke on. Okay, remember that with the smoke on. Now let's go back to the controller here. Like, it barely wants to move, which is not good at all. Oh yeah, and now it's fully stalled, which is always a good thing. And now it's somewhat moving again, and now it's going. And now it's speeding up and slowing down. I have no other locomotives on the layout, by the way. So it's fully doing this by itself. So I'll turn the smoke off now. So I'll put it to speed step 13. This is with the smoke off. So it shouldn't stall now, which is good, but it's always better with the smoke on. Yeah, so now it's good, but I think if I blow the whistle, it will stop moving. Okay, now this time it didn't, which is always good. Proving my points right. So, let me put it to speed step 16 and decelerate and hear it become unsynchronized. So, speed step 16, then decelerate. And see, there is no chuffing noise now, which is always good. Exactly what you want to hear from a steam locomotive that's meant to have chuffing noises. No chuffing noises. Okay, and let's lower the speed step even more now to 14. Yeah, that's 14 now. Let's go down to 13. No, you can't see it right now. It's coming on the left side. Okay, this is speed step 12 now. So there's still no sound. Let's go down to 11. Still no sound. I mean, there is sound, but no chuffing. Let's go down to 10. No chuffing. How about 9? No chuffing. What if we go back to 10 now? No chuffing still. But now it's unsynchronized. On 11. Let's go to 15. Okay, so let me know if that's normal though in the comments if you guys can. Let me know if that's normal. If you guys have the exact same thing. Or if maybe that's just a thing that happened in real life. I don't know. But let's put it down 4 notches and raise it back up. And then there's still no chuffing. Oh my god. Even though I'm on speed step 16. Okay, and now you can hear it unsynchronized. So look at how the wheels, how the wheels are moving, and hear how the sound is. It's not sounding right. Let's go up all the way now. See, like, it doesn't make sense why it does that, right? I don't know if that's meant to if it does that in real life, but I don't think it should. And now we're on speed step 0. And the worst part is, though, is that it doesn't react to me pressing emergency stop, which is the most concerning part. Just maybe if you have the switch set the wrong way, that could throw your locomotive off the layout, which that would definitely hurt your wallet because it's $950, and the whole thing would be destroyed, which would not be nice. It would be nice if it did react to emergency stop. But yeah, I will show you guys this one now, which works perfectly fine somehow, even though it's basically 10 years old. So I'll bring it back here and take it off the layout. Let me put my camera back in the stand here for a quick minute. It has resistors, which is good. That's a good part as well. Alright, let me pull out the dry fuse Hudson now. Give me a quick second here. Alright. Alright, there we go. So you can already hear the sounds are a lot more clear. I don't know if it's just me hearing that, but the sounds definitely do sound a lot better. I might not have smoke in the smoke unit, so smoke may or may not come out, which is always a good thing. I do have it up right here, so we can keep smoke inside. And, oh yeah, one thing I didn't mention, the holes for the smoke unit on the FEF-3 are a different size. So you have to have the specific dropper to get the smoke inside, which is this. I call it a dropper. I don't know why I do, but that's what it's called. And you have to have this specific one, or you can't put it in. Or you can't put it inside, from what I've noticed. Alright. Pull it back here for a second. Alright, put it back here. Alright, so I'll run it here. I know I'm in a different direction, but that won't make a difference here. So I will put it to speed step 8, and you will see that this one is perfectly fine for some reason. And there's that smoke, which is so much better. Oh. You can actually see this one. Right, like it's so much more dense. This is on the default smoke output, which is 87 out of 255, while the FEF-3 was on smoke unit setting 255. And I'll even raise my speed step up even more to 12, and you'll see that this will be perfectly fine. Let me go up to 16 now. Now, I know you can't see the smoke right now because it's far away, and I have no black backdrop, so you're not going to see it. But it runs a lot smoother too, which is good. And I'm guessing it runs smoother as well, maybe because it's a bit older, and you can see that the plastic gears could be a bit softer than the FEF-3. And you can actually see the smoke too, which is nice. Yeah, that smoke is so much better. Yeah, I think that gets my point across here. So yeah, the memo is, or you could say, what I'm trying to say is, don't buy the Broadway Limited FEF-3 until this is fixed, or I just have a done model. I don't know. But until that is fixed, or Broadway Limited possibly messages on my YouTube comments saying that our models are fine and it's just my model that's acting up, I will accept that and maybe redo a video and change it. I don't know. And, well, yeah. And I guess then that's all I have to say here. Yeah. That's it then. Alright. This was Cedric's Trains. Broadway Limited FEF-3 Northern Type Steam Locomotive review done. Cedric's Trains signing off. Goodbye.